The movie starts off with the chase of Karen going after Mr. Weapon's mechanical hand as heading towards Karen's house. Karen is trying to keep up, but the voice of Mr. Weapons keeps up to her to be even more worried as she gets hit by a truck, but it wore it off as she approached her house. As the hand went inside, Karen also went inside to see the hand is attached to Mr. Weapons, her ex-husband. As Karen went to berate Mr. Weapons, he interrupted her so she couldn't ruin a homemade pizza pie with the kids. Karen tells her kids to go to their room, which the three are disappointed with Zack saying to Mr. Weapons that his mom is a buzzkill, which that hurted Karen as Mr. Weapons jabbed at her. Karen questioning on why he's here, which he responded very poorly as Karen starts to fight with him as she says that he left her for years and never cared about her, and especially she never wanted to go back to the dark side again. But Mr. Weapons rebutted with back calling it bullshit as he was beating up Karen, taunting her about the old life that they are meant to be and spilling Karen's real name, Katana. Karen is super pissed off as she and Weapons continue to fight as they stop to see that their kids are watching the scene. The kids are concerned as Weapons reveals the truth that he is their father, as Karen hates it. The kids are surprised that they want to know how it happened, which Weapons tells the story of how they are underground partners, but Karen tries to neuter that since she doesn't want her kids to know what went down back in their old lives. But as they reach the point where Karen is pregnant, which they yelled at each other, as Karen tells Weapons he was never there, but Weapons really made the point that Karen never left him a chance. As Karen is speechless, she then told her kids all she wanted is them to be safe, but Weapons disagrees since they don't need one, as he demonstrated an example with a frozen pizza, which the kids are enjoying it, but Karen absolutely refuses. Weapons went off in disappointment as he said it would be nice to give a family thing a try. At the mall, the whole family went into a security shop as Swag spotted them and he tested out his own security system, which then he showed off to Karen, but it got destroyed by Weapons. Weapons mocked the system as they were toys, but Swag is so offended when he pulls out every system he has, which is total failure, as Weapons mock him.
Look at little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry?
Then Weapons try to give Karen or Katana an actual one with the flower on top, which Karen took it personally, telling him to piss off. Damn! At the arcade shooting gallery, the kids are having fun except for Kitty since she is scared as Karen taught her how as Weapons is there showing off and mocking Karen. He had the high score, which made Karen nearly showed up as she realized it only turning her back. She quickly told her kids they should leave as Weapons just shooting away as the family left. At the park, the family are having fun with bikes except for Sax since he doesn't like training wheels, which Karen seems upset, but as Weapons appear which Karen doesn't like, but Weapons telling her about parental guidance. Bullshit. Which Karen calls a bluff, but Weapons really had to make a good point to Karen to let her kids grow a little bit, instead keeping them as toddlers.
No, he's got a point.
Which Karen told Zack he could ride without training wheels as Zack got it, which Karen's a surprise, but she then told Weapons why he bothered coming back, which Weapons says that his life wasn't the same, and then he wanted to learn everything that he missed since of the kid's birth. As Karen really don't appreciate his words are changing her mind, but Weapons says it doesn't, and it says her current name. Karen sees Weapons at grown, but sometimes things can't be forgiven. As Weapons is leaving, the kids spotted him asking their mom he can play with him, as Karen says yes, only for 10 minutes. As Weapons played along with the kids showing off bike tricks on top of the rocks, Zack and Corey made it on top except for Katie since she is afraid, which Weapons tells her encouraging words as Katie made it on top. But the rocks toppled on Weapons, especially the kids, but something happened. The kids have abilities, which Karen is shocked about, and so is Weapons. Katie having the double barrel gun hands, Corey a literal bomb, and Zack as fucking Chainsaw Man. as Karen is worried, but Weapons is enthusiastic about it. The kids didn't appreciate Weapons calling her dad, which he seems touched, and they went off to have more fun. Karen is in dismay, watching them having more fun, which upsets her, thinking she could have been like that as well, but as Weapons appreciates them, he then proceeded to tell the kids if they want to join him on a secret mission, which Karen was reasonably scared and prohibited them to do so, which she and Weapons argued, as Weapons says it is his kids too, which Karen is shocked and realized that her ex never changed at all, which Weapons argued they are not playing house anymore since the kids have abilities, which they should be used like the old days. But Karen yelled that's not the life they deserve. Weapons then says to Karen if she asks them what they want and choose, which Karen is supposedly scared as she sees her kids being confusing, as she desperately tells her kids to time to go home. But the kids join with Weapons as they wanted to learn more about him, leaving Karen very sad and dismayed. At the SMG4 castle, Karen is chugging down a lot of milk in depression. 4, he's okay by this way, watching her, telling her that she might have enough drinking, but Karen snapped back, telling him to continue pouring more. But as 4 about to do that, he then tells Karen is about something is wrong and wanted to talk about it. Karen concedes and tells 4 that she wanted to be a good mom, wanted best for her kids to not make the same mistakes she did during her past, and seeing Weapons is not there for her as she gave birth, which she decided not to be like her dark self. As 4 tells her that she always there for them, but Karen still says she screwed up. As Mario came in and sees Karen there, where she continued walking away as he knew he felt bad after what happened. 4 looked at Mario, then look at Karen, saying we can't change someone who they are, and that's okay, which Karen is right for supporting as a parent, which Karen gained the confidence again. At the Amazon warehouse, Weapons and the kids are about to steal a prized possession, which is not easy as the kids yapping excited while Weapons is getting annoyed, telling them to calm down. As they are on the roof, the kids keep on yapping, which Weapons is getting more annoyed as he tells them to focus, as the kids telling him to relax, and Weapons is now annoyed that he threw them inside, alerting the guards. Weapons tells them if they are so confident in that, then they should demonstrate it to him. As the kids prepare to fight, but they are too scared that they are beaten up as Weapons tells them to fight. Karen comes into their rescue. Karen is relieved that they are fine, which Zack really regretted of not listening to her mom. But Karen says it's her fault that she pushed them too hard to protect them. Weapons disrupts their moment as he is in charge looking after the kids for the weekend, telling Karen to piss off. As Karen telling Weapons to leave them alone, as Weapons argue back that their weapons as kids looking concerned, which caught the eye of Weapons, which gave him the excuse telling them they should choose again. As Karen's about to stop them, she remembers what 4 says, so she lets them decide. As Weapons tells his side of joining, Karen then says to her kids, apologizing to everything she did protecting them too hard, but she always loved them. As the decision came, the kids went for their mom, Mama! But as Weapons sees this on display, he went mad, like literally mad. He then began to fight Karen. As the rage Weapons pulls off, the battle begins, showing the resemblance of Karen's past. As Karen pulls her sharp long claws, she went towards Weapons, but Weapons went to the side where the kids are as she starts weakening, which Weapons found the opening, cut off her claws. Weapons then grab her, beating her up, mocking her why is she weak and why the kids choose him. The kids seeing this on display make them mad as Weapons goes for the kill as Karen almost went total blackout as she is saved by her kids. The kids know with Karen seeing their so-called father a psycho, they are now asking their mom to defeat them as a family. Family, 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 family. As Karen is glad to see the kids is with her, she and her kids team up and to beat us ass up as Weapons is so fueled in rage as the family cut off his weapon limbs off as Weapons pull maximum bullets, which Karen and the kids beat him down. As Weapons was laying there, Karen went towards him. As Weapons continued to mock her, Karen put the final blow. Back at their home, Karen served the kids pizza, but as they are about to eat, Zack and Katie are fighting with abilities as Corey joined in too, which Karen told them to stop, which they did, feeling ashamed. Karen sees this and she calms them down, telling them to control their abilities so no one can be hurt. She also says they can go to the shooting gallery so they can practice and keep their abilities under control, and they agree. So they have a normal pizza dinner. Back to Weapons, all beat up to rut in the streets, all lost and isolated. But suddenly, an unknown voice spoke to him, mocks him in the current state, which Weapons look up to see a TV screen, being furious, but then the TV says something that will help him and proceeded that he wanted a friend, which the TV started glitching from static to Mr. Puzzles.
Well, we're boned.
10 out of 10. Get these bowls of onions out of here, man. Okay. So SMG4 movie, Silence of the Cats, is your emotional, deep, and conflicted movie about the struggles of family that devolves into conflicts. Karen wants the best and safety for her kids, not to go down to the dark side she had in her past as Mr. Weapons. Now confirmed of the father of the kids, only wanted the kids for his personal gain, while trying to be a father figure and understanding Karen's feelings, but as the kids have abilities, that seems to be not the case for him. The movie really does a great job showing the explanation of why Karen and Mr. Weapons' relationship makes sense, and why it's flawed. It also did a very good job showing the conflicts on both sides, and how it really helped the characters learn to take steps. Especially, I love how they handle the conflicts on the kids. Like, they are handled realistically how they are growing up, as Karen doesn't see that until she gives them a chance to choose and lets them do what they need to do. The ending is a huge twist. Oh dear me. What's gonna happen next? Anyways, this movie is simple, grounded, and good. The characters are good, the GMI is good, the pacing is good, and the tone is very well balanced. Yeah, the movie's trope has been done before, but with new elements in place, it really works. Enjoy this movie, and see you all on my next video. Peace out.